Eileo guys, and welcome back. In today's video, we are in with the third installment to the Friendly Visit series. If you're new to the channel, like you just, happen to come over here in between the last Friendly Visit episode, which was number 2 back in, I think, June or July. Essentially what I do is I go down my friends list and it's just random who I pick. It's nothing that's biased at all. I just randomly choose a friend's Ashramon and judge it or make questions about what they're doing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so let's see what has went on since the last time. I do believe the last time I did this was on the Casually account, and I need to go ahead and send that energy off because I'm here anyways. So let's go ahead and move on forward and see what we're working with this time, you guys. So here's this player right here. Unfortunately, I cannot pronounce your name because I am just unintelligent and I cannot read this. But let's go ahead and check out your Super Ascended Dark Lupine. Maybe I should go through and this time just focus on Super Ascensions. It depends on how many Super Ascension skills are up in my friends list at this point in time. But anyways, they're rocking a fully booked up Dark Lupine with the Super Ascension skill, I believe, Fiery Resolve. So once he takes damage, obviously his attack gets increased. But he's sitting at a nice 41k HP, 40k defense, and then 12k attack. Let's take a look at the gems though. So a Bastion set. Crit rate gem with 19% attack on it. Another attack gem, well, just the first attack gem with 22% crit rate, and then another attack gem with nearly 22% crit rate. No real resist. I mean, it's on a Bastion set though, so hopefully whatever is hitting him, he can kind of like kill it or just prevent it from acting at that point in time. So nothing too spicy in the gem department, but honestly it is better than a lot of Ashramon I've seen on some account reviews there. And then he also has trinkets as well, so I think it's a perfectly fine build, and hopefully they at least like the look of Dark Lupine, because I think Dark Lupine looks super duper awesome, and they went ahead and just super ascended him, which is fine, perfectly fine. I've seen super ascended Fire Lumos over there on the Discord. Not from the Discord boys, because if you posted in my Discord that you super ascended a Fire Lumo, which is a Nat 2, you deserve to get banned. You deserve to immediately be kicked. But we'll move on here. Let's see, there are some more super ascensions though, so yeah, maybe this will just be a super ascension episode of the Friendly Visit. So rip out there to all my boys and girls without super ascended mons, but this is now the super ascended edition. But anyways, we have Sensei, is it Low? Sensei Lowe? Sensei Low? Don't pick on me because I can't read. But they have a Dark Jian Wuchi. He's sitting at 73k HP. Holy crap, does he have a ton of HP as an attacker type. But 9k attack and then nearly 5k defense. Weird champion, dude. He is variant though. Some books are in him, obviously just 2, and then we have, what is that, Blessing of the Falling, I believe? Or is it the other one, Unwavering Resolve? It's Blessing of the Falling. So once he dies, he restores 40% of his allies' HP, which is kind of weird champ because of where he's being used at. But let's take a look at the gems though. So on a ruin set here, there's an attack gem with 12.5% crit rate. There's a crit damage gem with 20.5% crit rate, and then there's a HP gem of 21.5% crit rate. So I'll go ahead and say 22%. I'll go ahead and round up right here. That's 21%. So 43% crit rate. Add it together with, let's say, 13. So 43 plus 13, that is like 50%, 56% crit rate. We don't know enhancements on him either, and he has a base of 10, so he's not at max crit. Obviously if they ran his crit lead, that would be better, but he's nowhere near max crit. But it looks like they gave him some HP for survivability, but honestly I don't know, dude. Like, I feel like he's the type of mon you would just try and get as much damage out of him as possible, and you would be like, please just do your 3-star skill, bro, please. But I could be wrong. I don't have one, and I mean I need one for the Astro Guide, but other than that, moving forward though, we have Comeron over here with a super duper ascended, super evoed, and super ascended. So super duper ascended Wood Banshee. She's not fully booked up, so this account, this friendly visit's over. She's not booked up. Pitiful. absolutely pitiful. But anyways, for this super ascension skill is Rex Seal, which could potentially be useful because she can get her 5-star skill off quite quickly with her morale boost, meaning if there's mons that are healing, she could hopefully prevent them from healing, which could be useful in certain scenarios. But let's take a look at the gems though. She's on a ruin set. She has an attack gem with 13.5% crit rate. A crit rate gem, nothing extravagant. It's only a 5-star crit rate gem as well. And then another attack gem with nowhere near the max crit rate. So the build isn't bad, but technically it is bad because if you're doing ruin, you should at least have like 85% in terms of like your crit rate if you're going to do ruin. If not, just run intuition because there's no real excuse unless you have like a cat or dog that holds his gun up to your head and says all your mons are going to be on ruin. I don't care if they can get hit max crit rate or not, but they're all going to be on ruin. So I mean, performance wise with her 6k HP and an 11k attack, base wise, like base damage wise, it's fine, but the ruin set is kind of wasted with that a little bit because I mean 13.5% plus the, what is that, 45% puts her essentially nearly at 60, nearly at 70%. So a better roll into this gem, which could be a work in progress, would really kind of like bring her to the next level, but it is what it is. Alright, and then next up here we have a light Barona from its SG. SG, how you doing, man? She's super ascended here. And she has Devastating Strike, which is a big smiley face. Fully booked up as well. She's sitting at 56k HP and then nearly 13k attack and 5.6k defense. That's smiley face gaming right there, you guys. Smiley face gaming. So let's take a look at the gem of Zeal set on her though. So he has an attack gem of 31% resist and 12.5% crit rate. A crit rate gem of 14% resist, nearly 20% attack, and then 13.5% defense. And then another attack gem of 29% resist. So the gem of Zeal set also boosts her base attack up by 15% and the added percent of crit rate, which is 15%, meaning 15% of whatever his maximum value of crit rate is, that 15% applies to that. So 7% crit rate gem, that puts her already at like what, 61%, plus that other gem is like what, 73%, plus her base crit rate I believe of 20%. Yeah, she has to be at max crit. There's no way. And with this resist, 31% resist on that one, 14% on this one, that's already like 45% resist, plus another essentially 30. Yeah, she has to be at max resist too, because trinkets as well, like, we're not even taking into account enhancements either. So that is a damn good light Barona. She is definitely smiley face gaming here, you guys. SG is very, very good with the gems. He has very, very good gem luck and just overall knowledge of the game. But this right here, yeah, this is a good time, man. This is a really good time. Moving forward though, we have, I can't read. I'm just like, what? How does one say this? But anyways, he has a super ascendant dark purse over here. She's sitting at 12k attack, 4.7k defense, and 51k HP. 2 books in her as well, and she also has a Rex Seal for her super ascension skill. But obviously she's not ultimate evoed, which I feel his pain with. But let's take a look at her gems though. She's on a Bastion set. He's looking out for that last piece. I feel you, man. I feel you. But attack gem with 14% crit rate. A crit rate gem with 21% resist, and then another attack gem with 25% crit rate. So she should be at max crit, if not near it. I don't have my calculator, so I'm not going to add this up, but I'm just going to assume that she's at max crit. So, I mean, this is an okay set. There's nothing too spicy other than that resist on this crit rate gem, but I think it's okay. It's acceptable for whatever that he may be using her for. Is it optimal? No, but it is acceptable. And for us MSO normies out there, that's the best that we can do. Moving forward though is Damstorm, who has a Dark Gilga, a variant Dark Gilga. He's fully booked up, and he also has the weakened super ascension skill. He's sitting at 10.6k attack, a little low, 50k HP and 4.8k defense. So it looks like he has a SP Siphon set on him, and he also has 2 parts of Arthur's set, meaning he should get a 10% boost, I believe, into his attack. Yep. But let's take a look at these gems though. So for his Siphon set, there's an attack gem of 21% crit rate, some defense, and some resist. There's a crit rate gem with 13% crit damage as well as 20% attack. And then a crit damage gem. Okay. That makes sense. I was like, why is his attack that low even though he has that 10% from Arthur? This is a crit damage gem. But 13.5% plus that's already at like 60% just about. Yeah, he's not max crit. Which is fine. It's fine. I mean, very, very good wave clear. That's pretty much it. He's a very, not the world's best Dark Gilga, but still a very, very good Dark Gilga, at least in one man's opinion. So yeah, kudos to you, my dude. But we have a super ascended Dark Mona. This is coming from Tales of, I believe it's Eileo, or Julio, shall I say. But she's super ascended, and she also has her super evolution. And she has the, combat prowess, which 50% chance every 2 turns for her to siphon 15% of the enemy's SP. If this goes off during her 5-star skill, we're Smiley Face Gaming. If it goes off on her 3-star skill, you're just sitting there with a neutral face. But she's fully booked up, as she should be. And she's on a ruin set with a work in progress trinket set. So there's a crit rate gem with 17% resist. There's an attack gem with 13% crit damage and 12% crit rate. And then another attack gem with some crit damage, some crit rate, and resist. So I don't think she's hitting the max for her crit rate, but it should be decently high with that 54% base, because that already puts her at like 66%. So this is probably 70 something paired up with her base of like 10, so 87. So she may be at max with if he has like a crit rate enhancement on her, but I think she's fine. Obviously, trinkets would help kind of round out her stats and bring up especially that defense and HP, but that's none of my business. I'm just over here hanging out, man. There's also another Dark Gilgamesh, Wabwob over here. Let's see what he's rocking though. So he has a Shield Breaker super ascension skill on him, and he has 2 books so far into Dark Gilga, but he's sitting at 11.5k attack, 4.4k defense, and nearly 54k HP. So he's also on a ruin set. So let's take a look at these gems. So there's an attack gem of 13.5% crit rate, 11% crit damage, and 17% resist. There's a crit rate gem with 24% resist. And then there's also another attack gem with 17% resist and 14.5% crit rate. Still not bad. Not bad. Like, this is literally, once again, another Astromon that if another player needs to use your Astromon, isn't complete and utter garbage, which is helpful for the other player. Because there's been times, especially on the Casual account, I've just deleted people when I was like going through the beginning of the game, because they would literally have like, I don't know, a Fire Katyn as their Mon, and it's like, what am I going to do with this? You're level 60 with a Fire Katyn. Bye. But yeah, he's fine. Moving forward though, we have Akashi. It looks like they have a super evoed Dark Wild Thing, which was my pick as of recently. If you didn't see that video, go check it out. But let's see what Ray is working with. But Dark Wild Thing is sitting at 54k HP, 11k attack, and 5.3k defense. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Also with the Fiery Resolve, so if she gets hit, she's gonna hit like a butt cheek on a stick, even though she already hits like a butt cheek on a stick. So I guess she's gonna hit like a mother trucker instead. So let's take a look at her though, because she's fully booked up, and she has that nice, lovely Crisis Aversion lead. So she's on an SP Siphon set. There's an attack gem with 6.5% crit rate and 20% defense. There's another attack gem with 21% crit rate, which 6.5% and 21. We're at about 27, 28-ish, and then a crit damage gem. So 28, let's say enhancements wise, she's going to be at 40 if they have like the 12% added to her, and then her base is 10, meaning Stalker will take care of the rest. So yeah, they got away with it. They got away with her being on a Siphon set. Meaning they just want her to do a whole bunch of damage and really spam out her 5-star skill, which obviously she can work on just fine. So I'm not sure if she's used for like PvP situation, because I don't really have a fantastic time using Siphon sets in PvP, because unless they're high quality, even though I can spam my 5-star skill, it seems to be less quality because the subs are utter garbage and I can't really get things to work. But I'm curious to see where this is used at. But regardless though, still a useful character, especially for newer players out there. And this is a pretty decent Dark Wild Thing, Ray, I believe. We have 3 guys back to back, which unfortunately, if you guys watch the videos, I'm sorry that I cannot pronounce your names, but if you can like leave a comment below if you do want your name pronounced, feel free to do so, or tell me a nickname or something. But they this person over here has a ultimate evoed Light Arthur, and he also has the shield skill, which I believe is based on his attack, and he's sitting at like 53k HP, 10.6k attack, and then 8k defense. Fully booked up too. Fully booked up. That is smiley face, dude. 100% smiley face. He's on a what is it, the Gem of Magi set, I believe, but there's a crit rate gem of 18% resist, a defense gem of 13.5% crit rate and 30% resist. Wow, that's already 48% resist. And then a attack gem with 15% resist, so 48. We have that, what is that, like 63-ish, 64-ish resist, not counting what he gets from trinkets and stuff, so still pretty damn good. And then 14% crit rate, and then basically another 14%, which is 28. He has a base of 20, meaning that's 48 plus a 54. Yeah, I guarantee he's at max crit. He's kind of in a bruiser-ish type build, and I mean, this gem set isn't a siphon set, but it's still beneficial because it helps ensure that he can hopefully get his puncture off fairly quickly. And with his shock, I do believe lasting, his shock lasting 2 turns. That's a really good Light Arthur. Really good Light Arthur. This guy over here has a Dark Arthur though. This one's fully booked up with a Devastating Strike Ascension skill. And he's sitting at 170,000 HP, 4k attack doesn't really matter, and then 6.3k defense. So pretty tanky. Pretty tanky. And this one's on a Ruin set right here. So there's a HP gem of 20.5% crit rate, and then 15% resist. There's another HP gem of 23% resist and 13% crit rate, and then there's a crit rate gem of 17% resist. So really focused on the damage, which is why his HP wasn't as high as I initially thought it would be once I read that off, but that's perfectly fine. I mean, in this situation they want to go more towards the damage, which is okay because he's on a Ruin set. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, you guys. But Eileo, you always build your aggressors, or any mon that's a defense or HP aggressor, you always recommend just triple of that stat. Of course I do. Is it harder to build in order to get to this situation? Absolutely. But if you're going to go damage, like, commit with him. Don't have him on like a Valor set, which boosts up his attack, even though he scales off HP, and be like, yeah, this is my damage build Dark Arthur, because you're lying. You don't know what you're doing. But still, I'm pretty sure that not only can he take some damage, but he can hopefully dish out some damage as well, because that super, not super evolution, but his ultimate evolution helped raise his HP up by 10%. So very, very interesting. And then we have Dark Hana down here. Let's see what Dark Hana's working with. Dark Hana has, what is that? Shared Determination. So grants a 50% chance every 2 turns to restore 25% of all allies' SP when attacking. Paired up with her Zeal already. Nasty. Absolutely nasty. But she's sitting at 81k HP and then 11k defense. So that's nice. That's nice. That's all I can say. Fully booked up, and she is variant, and very good job, Smart Study, on your ultimate evolution. Not ultimate evolution, your super evolution for the Hanas. Great job on that. But she's on the Gem of Magi set as well. She has a defense gem with 7.5% crit rate and 15% resist. There's another defense gem of 9% resist and 13% HP. And then an HP gem. Maybe they're just compromising and using this because of the crit rates. Or perhaps this is just, yeah, perhaps they're just trying to fill in a slot. But I'm curious to see how that would work since she's a defense aggressor. And I understand HP, especially if you guys checked out Leafy's, aka Ancient Angel's recent account review. I understand the HP part coming especially from trinkets and enhancements. but I would figure she was going to be crit rate defense or triple defense and not HP defense. So I'm a bit taken back by it. I'm not insulted, but I'm just curious to see how well she's going to perform. But that's pretty much it, you guys. I think I'm going to end the video here. There will be another friendly visit hopefully coming up in a lot shorter way than this last one here. But if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to like it. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I probably should start like recording the names that I do after this. That way I don't hopefully redo someone that I've had on the friendly visits already. Because I know you guys want your turns and hopefully they're coming. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. See ya.